Hello and welcome to this Tuesday edition of the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here's some of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. The Wenatchee Valley Fire Department has chosen its next fire chief. A Wenatchee man who was among those arrested in the 2024 Net Nanny sting operation targeting people seeking to pay for underage sex has entered a guilty plea. Expect a mix of clouds and sun with warmer temperatures over the next few days. Your local weather forecast is coming up. The Wenatchee Valley Fire Department has chosen its next fire chief. Today, fire commissioners offered the job to John Perry, a recently retired deputy fire chief from Idaho Falls. Perry was selected from a group of 3 finalists to replace retiring Chief Brian Brett, and he's conditionally accepted the job. The other finalists were Deputy Chief Andy Davidson and Kristen Maurer of Clark County Fire District 6. Brett retires later this spring. Perry is expected to start June 1st. Board Chairman David Fennell says Perry stood out for his experience, education, and administrative background.
You know, we have really big shoes to fill with Chief Brett's vacancy. So we were looking for someone that could, step in and try to fill those shoes. We were looking for maybe an outside perspective, someone to come in that has a different perspective, and John kind of filled that role for us of coming from 2 different departments, one in Kansas and one in Idaho Falls, like I said, and so we provided a good outside perspective, and we're excited about that.
It's wonderful. The fire department is poised for great success. The commissioners have a wonderful vision of what the service delivery system for the community should entail from the fire service. We have a wonderful team. The depth of talent amongst our firefighters is incredible. We are so pleased with the talent we have, dedicated and driven personnel. The new chief is going to come in and implement the strategic plan, increase our staffing from 2 to 3 people per engine and ladder, implement the capital improvement plan, improve facilities, build some new facilities, and pursue accreditation. Within 5 years, we should be an accredited fire department, which is going to validate that we're doing everything correctly, and it will also help lower insurance rates. Once we build out the staffing on the engines and ladders, we anticipate that improving our insurance rating throughout the entire jurisdiction. Super looking forward to the future here. It's nothing but positive.
North Central Washington counties have lined up behind a challenge to a new state law that sets boundaries on elected sheriffs. Senate Bill 5974 was passed this year by the Washington legislature and signed by Governor Bob Ferguson, giving authority to the Criminal Justice Training Commission to decertify and effectively remove a sheriff in cases of crime or misconduct. The county commissioners of Chelan, Douglas, and Okanagan counties this month signed a joint letter endorsing a court challenge to the law brought by the Washington State Sheriff's Association. They say because sheriffs are elected in their counties, their removal under State Bill 5974 would override the will of the voters. 4 sheriffs in eastern Washington are suing to overturn the law. The city of Leavenworth has found its recreation and tourism manager in Stephen Rubenstein. He was most recently the assistant operations manager at the Leavenworth Adventure Park and is also a founding member of food nonprofit Cascade Valley Commons. The new role will oversee outdoor pool operations, festival and event permitting, recreation issues, and the coordinating of a new Upper Valley Community Center. Rubenstein will be the project lead on community initiatives like the establishment of a new location for the Leavenworth Public Library, the planning of a new indoor pool, and development of multi-purpose spaces. Residents can meet Rubenstein at the upcoming Community Engagement Night on May 5th at the Leavenworth Fest Hall. The food fair in Memorial Park is always a highlight of the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. But sometimes you need a guide to your lunchtime offerings, and NCWLIFE is here to help. Reporters Long Tran and Jenny Rodas braved the crowds this week to bring you this tour.
Hi, it's Jenny.
And it's Long.
We're here at Memorial Park in Wenatchee for the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival food fair.
Let's get some food.
Let's do it. I'm hungry.
Let's go.
Apple Blossom.
Oh, no. Thank you.
Very welcome. Enjoy. It's a
Oh, that's where you
loaded one.
All right, so we got our food. I got me a wiener pig from Smoke Point Barbecue, which is a loaded hot dog.
And I got a beef and cheese pierogi from the pierogi stand.
We also got lemonades from the Hawaiian Shave Ice and Lemonade stand. Got huckleberry.
And mine's mango.
And let's take a bite.
Let's do it.
Oh my gosh, I wish I brought like napkins.
I'll give you one.
That's good.
Oh my goodness.
Look, we got a lemonade to wash it down.
Hey Long, how was the food?
I loved it, Jenny. It was a bit messy, but I'm really full and I'll probably get another one.
That's cool.
How about you? How'd you like your food?
It was my first pierogi. It was amazing, and I'm definitely coming back for more. There's only 5 more days left of the festival, so don't forget to come find some grub.
And don't sleep. I'm Long Tran.
I'm Jenny Rodas with NCWLIFE reporting in Wenatchee.
When we come back, 2 Wenatchee Valley men serving time in separate felonies have failed to overturn their conditions of their sentences, and candidates for public office will need to file with their county auditor's office for this year's primary and general election starting next week on May 4th. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Between juggling groceries, preparing meals, and lending a helping hand, you're a hero without a cape. But who's there to support you? Aging and Adult Care honors caregivers like you, the relatives, friends, and neighbors, helping loved ones remain safely at home. Aging and Adult Care offers chore services, respite, personal care, and more. Serving Chelan, Douglas, Grant, Lincoln, Adams, and Okanagan counties, call Aging and Adult Care at 1-800-572-4459 for caregiver support.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellington here from Live It Up. In the investment world, ROI stands for Return on Investment. Well, how does better health, better wealth, and better relationships sound for ROI? Join us every week right here on NCWLIFE and learn how to invest in the most important asset, you.
We're going to answer your questions and provide some weekly inspiration so you can create a life that you love. Join us on Live It Up.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether, we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
A Wenatchee man who was among those arrested in the 2024 Net Nanny sting operation targeting people to pay for underage sex has entered a guilty plea. 37-year-old Patrick J. McWhinney is the 5th Wenatchee Valley man out of 12 arrested in that operation to enter a plea, agreeing earlier this month to 1 count of commercial sex abuse of a minor. The Net Nanny program, overseen by the Washington State Patrol, placed online online ads in July of 2024, account linked to fictitious teenagers offering sex in exchange for money. McWinney was initially charged with a more serious felony of attempted child rape, but Chelan County prosecutors withdrew that count in exchange for his plea. He'd been free on $40,000 bond, but Judge Kristen Ferreira ordered him held in the Chelan County Jail after his plea agreement was approved April 13th. 4 other men have been sentenced, one of them on federal charges. One more faces a federal trial next month in Spokane. McWinney will be sentenced May 18th. 2 Wenatchee Valley men serving time in separate felonies have failed to overturn the conditions of their sentences. The Washington Court of Appeals in Spokane issued a ruling today in the case of Stephen M. Swinford, convicted of murder in the fatal 2011 shooting of his roommate Paul Rainey of Chelan. Swinford is serving 22 years and recently lost 15 days of good conduct time for a physical fight with a fellow inmate at Olympic Correction Center in Forks. He asked the appellate court to undo the punishment, but the court turned him down, saying his actions qualified as an assault. In another case, the court refused to overturn the 26-year sentence of child sex abuser Michael Berggren, an East Wenatchee man convicted in 2024. Berggren had argued that his jury was biased because it included 3 people who were mandatory reporters of sexual abuse. However, the court did strike drug and alcohol requirements that Douglas County Judge Brian Huber placed on Berggren after his release because they do not appear related to his crime. Candidates for public office will need to file with their county auditor's office for this year's primary and general election starting next week on May 4th. Several races like sheriff, prosecuting attorney, and county commissioner are up for election. Several would-be candidates this year have filed with the Washington Public Disclosure Commission as part of state requirements to report campaign fundraising. 3 candidates are registered to run for the role of Douglas County Sheriff. One opponent has filed to run against an incumbent county commissioner, and both District 12 state representatives have drawn challengers. In order to appear on the primary or general election ballots, they will all need to file next week. The filing period ends Friday, May 8th. The primary election period will be on August 4th and the general election on November 3rd. Coming up next, since January, more than 40 of your friends and neighbors have been rehearsing dances, learning songs, and memorizing dialogue to bring you the 2026 Apple Blossom Musical. We'll have more on that in tonight's feature story. Beautiful weather ahead with warmer temperatures each day this week with highs near 80 for the Stamilt Grand Parade on Saturday. I'll have your local weather details, and in sports, Cade Calvin will have all the high school action. We'll have that and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues after these messages.
When life gets stressful, jumping into your passions can help you find your calm. Avoid vapes, which contain nicotine and can make feelings of anxiety and depression worse. When it comes to your mental health, choose what matters. Choose you.
Vape companies market vaping as a de-stressor, but nicotine can make feelings of anxiety and depression worse. 90% of those who quit felt less stressed, anxious, or depressed. When it comes to your mental health, choose what matters. Choose you.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Click-It RV Moses Lake Superstore has gone mad with huge discounts on a huge selection of top brand RVs, which means the lowest prices, factory incentives, and rebates.
You guys gotta beat the spring rush and get in here now.
Shop online and find the floor plan you like, then build it, price it, and click it. Or come to the Moses Lake Superstore. From travel trailers to fifth wheels, toy haulers to motorhomes, the huge RV discount prices are here. Get a better RV and the lowest price guarantee only at Click-It RV Moses Lake or ClickItRV.com.
Be a winner like me and get the Click-It RV.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCW Life, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Well, since January, more than 40 of your friends and neighbors have been rehearsing dances, learning songs, and memorizing dialogue to bring you the 2026 Apple Blossom Musical. Now the stage is set, the costumes are pink, and the hair is blonde. Music Theater of Wenatchee's production of Legally Blonde, the musical, opens at the Numerica Performing Arts Center on Wednesday and runs through May 9th. Based on the beloved movie, the show follows Elle Woods' transformation as she tackles stereotypes and scandal in pursuit of her dreams. You can find ticket information at numericapac.org. The cast ranges from seasoned performers to first-timers, plus 2 canine companions. In tonight's feature story, Stephanie Etherington leads the cast as Elle, alongside Wenatchee Valley Chamber of Commerce Director Steve Wilkinson in a supporting role.
I definitely took a bit of a hiatus from, doing theater regularly in the community. I had 2 little ones, and that kind of took my priority. But when this show, when Paul and Kelly and Maddie, told me about that they're doing Legally Blonde, and it's like, oh my gosh. Can I do all of this? Can I juggle everything? Because I do have a job and I, have little ones, and it definitely, I feel like a piece of me was missing, and now that's back, and it's so wonderful being around everybody. There's a lot of people that have always done theater and that are still doing theater, and there's a lot of new people that I am just getting to know, and it's so fun. I love it. It's truly like we're a family, and that commitment, it's a big commitment, but it's worth it.
I was asked by my daughter Whitney Decker if I'd be in the Nutcracker. Had a blast. So then they said, well, we got another show coming up for Apple Blossom and Legally Blonde. I said, well, that sounds fun. Yeah, I'll do that. And so she said, well, we got a little part for you. And I said, that would be great. And they said, it's the professor. And then it was ensemble, and I didn't know what an ensemble was. I thought they meant like a extra, out in the crowd, but it means choir. So I didn't know I was singing, so that was new for me as well. And then dance. I wasn't aware I was dancing as well. So it's all been a fun surprise for me. My job, you're just go, go, go. And then I come here in the evening, and the young people, they just make me laugh. I come back jacked every time. It's so much fun. It's a whole different world. It's a world of just people just having a good time together. You connect because you're just putting yourself out there and just let yourself go. I tend to kind of keep myself always always kind of in a place of calm, I hope. And then I come here and I'm able to just let it out. And so I love it.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a fantastic Tuesday and not a bad day out there. A few more clouds out there than yesterday, and you can see that looking outside our weather window. Beautiful shot of Leavenworth outside our Tumwater tower cam. And yeah, it was one of those days, a mix of clouds and sun, but temperatures still just slightly above where we should be for this time of year. And boy, are we ever going up in temperatures. We'll talk about that in a second. But boy, our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, and that goes all the way to May 7th. There we go, above normal temperatures expected, and you'll see why when we get into that extended forecast. So that will last at least through the first week of May. And as far as precipitation goes, you can probably guess not much of that either, below or right at average for some of North Central Washington. So we are going to be dry, and we are going to be unseasonably warm as we make our way into May. All right, high temperature today, I mentioned it, about normal. In fact, it was normal, 66 degrees unofficially. That's exactly where we should be for this time of year. Our record high, 83 degrees, and that was set in 1987. 48 this morning, our overnight low, 4 degrees above our normal of 44, and our record low, 32, the freezing mark set in 1986. Sun came up this morning at 5:49, and it will set tonight at after 8 o'clock. All right, 8:09 to be exact. For high temperatures tomorrow, boy, look at that nice warm up for Wednesday. 74 Moses Lake and up in Ephrata, 73 for, or I should say Omak, 73 Ephrata and Quincy, and then 72s Wenatchee and Eniat, and just a couple of degrees cooler in the higher elevations. Leavenworth, high temperature tomorrow, right at 70 degrees. So get out there to the food court at Apple Blossom Festival. Should be a beautiful day for it. All right, tonight we do expect partly cloudy skies, still under the influence of that Pacific high pressure. We'll see a little breezy conditions maybe at times tonight. There are those partly cloudy skies with low temperatures about normal into the mid-40s. And then, as I mentioned, get ready for a beautiful Wednesday. Sunny skies, maybe just a few high clouds up around Omak. We will warm up into the low 70s for high temperatures tomorrow, and it just gets warmer from there. On Thursday, some high clouds out there. Once again, we'll be under the influence of a low pressure system. I'll show you that. I think it pops up better on Friday. But here's our high clouds for Thursday. That won't stop us from warming up into the mid-70s, though, for high temperatures on Thursday afternoon. And then by Friday, once again, area of low pressure down in the desert southwest. Classy chassis parade, shorts and t-shirt weather. High clouds and warmer. We're talking upper 70s for high temperatures on Friday afternoon. And then for the Stamilt Grand Parade on Saturday, lots of desert southwest air moving our way. Maybe a high cloud or two on Saturday. Highs near 80. That means parade time at 11. Probably around 70 degrees on Saturday. For Sunday, that's where we really begin to warm up. Sunny and warmer. We will see high temperatures in the low to mid 80s. There's that other southwest flow bringing that nice Pacific warmth our way on Sunday. And by the end of our forecast on Monday, sunshine, and we might be talking record highs on Monday with temperatures expected to reach the mid to upper 80s. All right, time for your 7-day forecast now, and it's brought to you by Colonial Vista Senior Living in Wenatchee, where comfort, care, and community come together. 45 overnight tonight. Look at that. Wednesday, sunny and warmer with a high temperature of 72. High clouds both Thursday and Friday. 76 Thursday, 78 beautiful degrees for the classy chassis parade in East Wenatchee. And then for the Grand Stamilt Grand Parade on Saturday, look at that day. Mostly sunny and warm with a high of 79. 83 on Sunday as we climb all the way to 87 as we get you into Monday. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Cade Calvin and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
NCWLIFE Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Community is more than just a place. It's the people, stories, and connections we share. At the Wenatchee World, we're your neighbors, your storytellers, and your trusted voice. From uncovering the issues that matter most to celebrating the moments that bring us together. We deliver the stories that keep the community moving forward. The Wenatchee World, your community voice, here every day.
Welcome back in, sports fans. Cade Calvin here. We start with tennis, where one team put together a dominant performance on their home courts. The Kashmir Bulldogs hosted the Wenatchee Valley Rangers in a Monday afternoon tennis matchup. It was a beautiful day for some doubles action. Wyatt Nelson and Quentin Christensen teaming up to represent the Bulldogs. The pair did not disappoint either, delivering a dominant performance on their home courts. Kashmir controlled the day from start to finish, sweeping Wenatchee Valley 5-0 on both the boys and girls sides. The girls remained perfect on the season, continuing an impressive run through league play. In singles, Kate Croce and Olivia Ray led the way with strong wins, while the doubles teams completed the clean sweep. On the boys' side, Albin Eskew set the tone early, and the doubles group kept the momentum rolling, including that shutout win from Nelson and Christensen. The Bulldogs walk away with a pair of 5-0 victories, continuing a dominant season. Alrighty, let's check on the scoreboard now. We'll start with high school baseball. The Tonasket Tigers fall to the Warriors, 10-5 is your final there. The Cascade Kodiaks fall to the Cascade Christian Cougars, 9-1 is that final. And in varsity softball, the Kashmir Bulldogs get 2 big wins over the Warriors. They take it 17-2 and 19-3. The Cascade Kodiaks take down Liberty Bell 12-2, and the Manson Trojans defeat Bridgeport 16-6. And in the National Football League, the Seattle Seahawks public relations staff has been named a finalist for the Pete Rozelle Award. The award is given to the team that shows excellence in working with the media throughout the season. Seattle's PR group helped coordinate access to players, coaches, including head coach Mike McDonald, and manage a heavy load of national media requests. The Seahawks are 2-time winners of the award and are finalists for the first time since 2014. The Dallas Cowboys and Minnesota Vikings are also finalists. The Pittsburgh Steelers are keeping the door open for Aaron Rodgers while also protecting themselves. The team has placed a free agent tender on the 4-time MVP, which will give Pittsburgh a draft pick if Rodgers signs elsewhere. Team officials say they remain optimistic that the 42-year-old will return after leading the Steelers to a division title last season. Rodgers has not made a decision on his future as of yet. The move gives Pittsburgh some flexibility as they wait for clarity heading into the offseason. And the NFL draft continues to draw big numbers. The first round averaged more than 13 million viewers across television and streaming platforms. That marks the third most watched first round on record. The league also announced record attendance with more than 800,000 fans in Pittsburgh over the 3-day event, including more than 300,000 for the opening night alone. Alrighty, that's a look at sports. Reporting from Wenatchee, Kate Calvin, NCWLIFE.
And that will do it for the NCWLIFE Evening News this Tuesday. Remember, if you see news happening, let us know. Email your news tips to news@ncwlife.com or just give us a call at 888-6295. Our channel is also available on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great night.
At Colonial Vista Senior Living, we believe life is meant to be lived fully. Our wellness programs inspire residents to stay strong, flexible, and confident every day. Here, curiosity is encouraged, friendships are nurtured, and every activity is an opportunity to connect, create, and enjoy life together. We invite you to experience the lifestyle at Colonial Vista Senior Living for yourself and discover why so many call our community home.
It's time for BC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 16, with your host, Mike Mitchell.